Hello and welcome to Rasithum Rusithum cooking channel. I hope you all are doing well. I'm coming from London and today I'm going to bring you a wonderful dish to try out at home. It's called creamy mushroom chicken with mashed potato. Let's see what ingredients we will be needing for this recipe. The ingredients we will be needing today, mainly we will need chicken and mushroom and cream. Following that, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese, butter, chicken stock cubes, garlic, potato, brown sugar, white onions, maida, paprika powder, mixed herbs, pepper, milk, salt, carrot, and beans. First, we are going to cut the onions in slices. Now we are going to peel the potatoes to put them to boil. Now I'm going to cut the potato in 4 pieces, so cut it in half. Now let's cut the mushroom. If the stem is longer, you can cut it in half. Now we are going to peel the carrot and cut these in circles. So now with the beans, it's not too much. I'll just cut the tips off. Now for the chicken breasts that I have here, it's quite thick. So what I'm going to do is just cut it in half. So we have 2 slices from one breast. So now with the garlic, I'm going to cut it in very small pieces. First, I'm going to grate the Parmesan cheese. Now I'll grate the cheddar cheese. Okay, so I have 4 chicken breasts that I cut into 2 slices. So now I'm just going to dust them with these spices. We have to add this on both sides. Pepper, some paprika powder, and finally I'm going to add some maida and dust the chicken with that. Now we have to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so while we prepare the sauce, I'm going to put the potatoes to boil. So I'm just going to add some water into the pan. Now I'm going to add all the potatoes. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt as well. So now while this is boiling, we're going to prepare the creamy sauce. So first, we are going to pour some olive oil into the pan. So now we are going to add the garlic we chopped earlier. I used about 1 full garlic. And cook the other side for another 2 minutes. So now the next set is cooked. So I'm just going to plate all of this. Add the sliced mushrooms and let that cook. I used about one big bowl of mushrooms here. You can change the quantity as per your liking. You can use less mushrooms or more mushrooms. Now, in the same oil that was left over from frying the mushrooms, I'm going to just add a little bit of butter. Now I'm going to add the onions. The white onions. I used about 3 medium-sized onions. So now the onion has become transparent. We're going to add the cream now, the fresh cream. I have 1 full bowl of fresh cream. Until the cream starts to boil, we're going to cook this in the onion just to bring out the flavor. Okay, so now we're going to mash the potatoes. Okay, so I've mashed the potato and it's still warm. I've got a small bowl of grated cheddar cheese, which I'm going to add. You can increase it or decrease it as per your taste. I'm also going to add some butter to this. Again, you can increase it or decrease it as per your taste. So I have about 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to add milk little by little for the consistency. You can have it as thick as you want or as softer as you want. I'm also going to add a little bit of salt. Be careful how much salt you're adding because your butter will have salt and your cheddar cheese will also have salt in it. If you don't want to add cheese, you can eliminate that completely. And we're going to give it all a mix and add water, add milk depending on the lightness of the consistency. We are now going to pour this and strain the onion. I have 2 pans here. First, I'm going to add some olive oil to this pan. So again, around 2 tablespoons of butter with olive oil. I'm also going to add some olive oil back here again. So the strained onions we have here, we don't have to waste it. So we're going to caramelize it. So that's why I have olive oil and butter in this pan. So we're just waiting for the butter to melt. So then we can add the onions and we can caramelize it to have on the side with the meal. So we're going to let the onions cook now for a little bit. So here the oil is nice and hot. I have 2 cups of chicken broth. So I use 2 cubes to get this much. Now I have the cream. So we're just going to give this a mix. And I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to lift up the sweetness of the caramelized onions. You can see that the cream is boiling. We're going to just add a little bit of plain flour, maida, to just thicken the cream a little bit more. I'm going to add the mushrooms to the sauce. And we're going to give that a mix with the mushrooms. It's perfect. You don't need to add salt because the chicken broth would already have salt in it, so there's no need to add salt in this anymore. Now we're going to take the chicken and we're going to just add it into the sauce. And we're just going to immerse this, all the pieces, into the sauce. And we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes inside. So now I have a small bowl of Parmesan cheese and I'm going to add that. Finally, I'm going to add some mixed herbs to garnish the sauce. So we're done with everything now. So we've got our creamy mushroom chicken sauce ready. We've got our caramelized onion ready, our nice mashed potato. Finally, just for the side to eat with, I've got some carrots and beans, which I'm just going to add some salt and pepper to, and we're just going to plate, and that's it.
இந்த யூரோப்பியன் ஃபுட்டு நான் ஆக்சுவலாக உண்மையை சொல்ல போனால் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் சாப்பிட்றேன். ரொம்ப அருமையாக பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. நிச்சயமாக நீங்கள் உங்களுடைய கிச்சனில் ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்கள். நிச்சயமாக நீங்களும் என்ன மாதிரி ரசித்து ருசித்து சாப்பிடுவீங்க.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.